Welcome to Daily Office Devotions, where every Monday through Friday we explore that day's scripture readings as given in the Book of Common Prayer. I'm Reggie Kidd. Thanks for joining me. This is Monday of the fourth week of Easter, and we are in year 1 of the Daily Office Lectionary. Alleluia! Christ is risen. The Lord is risen indeed. Alleluia! A note. For the past 2 weeks, our Old Testament reading of chapters 1 through 6 of the book of Daniel has tracked the career of the prophet. He is a model of God's instruction to the exiles in Babylon to seek the welfare of the city of their exile, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 10. We have seen him speak truth to successive rulers, Nebuchadnezzar, Belshazzar, and Darius. We have seen the Lord prosper his hand all the way through the Babylonian hegemony, even to the rise of the Medes and Persians, who will end the Jews' exile. Now, the daily office is content to narrate the career, but then leave the book of Daniel halfway through, just as the book turns to the mind-blowing series of futuristic apocalyptic visions that Daniel received in chapters 7 through 12. For my own reading in the Old Testament over the next 2 weeks, I plan to substitute the excluded and canonical chapters from Daniel for the lectionary's selections from the non-canonical Book of Wisdom. Now, it's not that there's no wisdom in the Book of Wisdom. Its pairing with Paul's letter to the Colossians makes some sense. After all, it is in Colossians that Paul treats Christ as one in whom the wisdom of God dwells bodily, Colossians chapter 2, verse 9. Nonetheless, I'd like to see what wisdom Daniel brings to our devotions as he writes what looks in many ways like the prologue to the book of Revelation. God rewards Daniel's courage. First, though, we attend to Daniel's deliverance from the lion's den in Daniel chapter 6. Daniel is a very old man by the time the Medes and Persians conquer the Babylonians. He offers counsel and wisdom to his new overlords, just as he had to the old ones. So competent is he that he is on the verge of being appointed over the whole kingdom, Daniel chapter 6, verse 4. However, envy strikes. Daniel's rivals concoct a plan to require, under pain of death, a veneration of Darius, ruler of the Medes and Persians. They know that Daniel will refuse. Just as his enemies expect, Daniel continues his worship of the God of Israel. 3 times a day, see Psalm 55, verses 17 through 18, he kneels in prayer toward Jerusalem. Daniel's rivals turn him in. Reluctantly, Darius imposes the death penalty, consignment to a lion's den, but not without first praying, "May your God whom you faithfully serve deliver you," Daniel chapter 6, verse 17. After a night of fasting, Darius orders the den opened, and he happily discovers that Daniel is alive. Darius acknowledges Daniel's God to be the living God, enduring forever, Daniel chapter 6, verse 27. This incident is the capstone in a career of courage and faithfulness in the challenging circumstance of being under the dual obligation of duty to God and to neighbor, even to an enemy neighbor. Through its various confrontations over diet, dream interpretation, and false worship, Daniel has known the Lord's sustaining love and prospering hand. What we will see in the next 2 weeks is that the Lord has also made Daniel a vessel for the revelation of spectacular and hope-filled visions for the coming of God's future kingdom. It's easy to see why Daniel's life would inspire the revival hymnist P.P. Bliss to write, "Standing by a purpose true, heeding God's command, honor them, the faithful few. All hail to Daniel's band. Dare to be a Daniel. Dare to stand alone. Dare to have a purpose firm. Dare to make it known. Many mighty men are lost, daring not to stand, who for God had been a host by joining Daniel's band. Many giants, great and tall, stalking through the land, headlong to the earth would fall if met by Daniel's band. Hold the gospel banner high, on to victory grand. Satan and his host defy and shout for Daniel's band. May you and I heed the same call Dare to be a Daniel. Dare to stand alone. Dare to have a purpose firm. Dare to make it known. Be blessed this day.